Hey, people of God. God want me to come and bring y'all another message today. What he was saying is, he's saying a lot of people is saying that it's the end times and it's the end of days and the rapture is coming tomorrow and all that, but that ain't true. Now, what I want y'all to understand that we is in the end days, the last days. We have entered the last days, but the rapture is not coming yet. But we entered the last days on November the 1st, 2019. But what I'm gonna explain to y'all about the last days is this. Now, when God told Noah to build the ark, and they say it took Noah 120 years to build the ark. But the day that the Lord told Noah to build the ark, and Noah started building the ark, that was the last days then. So it took Noah 120 years before the ark was built. So now what I'm about to explain to y'all is that the last days did start November the 20th, 2019. And what God is letting me know is and letting the new remnant know is the last days is not just gonna be just a couple of years. The last days might take it's still gonna be generations coming. The last days, remember, 1,000 years to God is like one day. So the last days could be the next 200 years. And then it lead up to the last 7-year tribulation. But the last days is not just it's gonna be like a couple years from now. No, God still got work to do. God still got new remnants to redeem. So it's not like people were saying we are in the last days, but it's not like it's gonna be tomorrow or it's gonna be next year. It's still gonna be. It's still generations gonna come after we die. After I die, generations gonna come. This is what the Lord let me know and letting the new remnant know. It's still generations gonna come. Now, how many generations might come after the last day start? I do not know, but I know it's gonna be not a couple more generations. Not just it could be the end of the last days could take at least the next 200 years or 150 years. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be I don't think they're gonna be that long, but it's not gonna be the next 2 years, the next 10 years. No, God, the way God let me know is I'ma pass. My generation the generation after me coming, and then after me it's another generation coming. You know what I'm saying? And then after them it's probably another generation coming. So it's still generations coming, even though we in the last days, because the last days just don't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? It's always a beginning and it's always an end. So the last day is still a process, because God it's still new remnants. It's still people God is trying to bring to His kingdom. It's not just just because it's the last days, it's gonna be 2 days from now. That ain't it. So you got people on the internet talking about on these YouTube channels talking about the rapture gonna happen any day now. That's not true. There's still people that God is trying to save, just like in Noah days. It took Noah 120 years to build the ark, and then there ain't no telling how many more years it took to put all the animals on there. So you just can't be going by talking about it. A lot of people is just, they don't have no relationship with the Lord, so they just get to guessing stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when you got a relationship with the Lord let you know exactly what's going on. And there's still new remnants that God is that still ain't even came to God yet. But that's another topic. But I'm just here to just tell y'all, and I want y'all to read this. I'm gonna read this scripture with y'all that the Lord want me to read. And this scripture is Matthew 24:14. And it's Matthew 24:14. And I'm reading out of the King James Version. And it says, Matthew 20:14, and it says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness of all the nations, and then shall the end come. So what God is saying is, this gospel shall be preached in all the inhabitants of the world, and then the end will come. So the gospel ain't been preached yet in all the inhabitants of the world. Even though we is in the end time, it's getting close now. Don't get it wrong now. It ain't no more time to play. And things gonna get worse. But what God is saying is still new remnants that don't even know that they new remnants. That that's why he raised up us. We the first batch of the new remnant. It's the first batch of new remnants that's coming out. And the new remnants is part of the 144,000. You might have heard that in the Bible. But if you ain't, then that's why you need a Bible to start studying to see what's going on. But this is what God want me to bring out. And that's also, when you be listening to these people, you got to make sure that these people keep trying to, you got a lot of people keep trying to point the exact date, but the Bible say nobody know the day or the hour when he's coming. But here's the thing though, we have entered the last days. If you don't know that, you better look around and see what's going on. But what's going on is the beast system done started. The beast system done started. You know what I'm saying? So this is the beginning of the last days. Now the last days, like I said, can take another 100 years, 150 years, 200 years. Because one day is like 1,000 to God. So, but I don't think God gonna wait for a whole, I'm just saying this, I don't think God gonna wait for a whole 1,000 years. But I think it's still probably, what he let me know, I know this for a fact, is what he let the new remnant know is, it's still generations coming. So after I die, still another one of my generations coming. Then after they die, still some more generations coming. But what God is trying to do is train the generations that's coming, because they're going to be living in the last days, and then the generation out there going to be getting closer and closer to when God comes. He's trying to have us to train them and people so they know how to live in the last days. And what's going on is it's a last day ministry. And this is what people got to understand. God got a last day ministry for you to be able to survive in these last days. Because if you don't get with God, I feel sorry for you. It's going to be hard times coming, even in our generation. So that's all. This is the message the Lord want me to preach. And I hope y'all be blessed. I hope y'all want to give y'all life to the Lord, because there's plenty of benefits in giving your life to the Lord. There's benefits in it. So today my birthday, I'm out. Thank you. Have a blessed day.